Hey, good day. You're back here with old Barry. And a little while ago, a subscriber had pointed out that what a great idea it would be to have some folks that you did your tour with many years ago, the ones that did come here, find out how they're liking it and how they're getting along. So with that in mind, let's dive right in. I want to introduce you to a fella named Rob from the States. And Rob, good to be here with you.
Good to be here. Thanks, man.
And you want to just tell us just a bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do, and we'll start from there.
Well, I'm from Philadelphia, firefighter from Philadelphia, and that's about it. I'm a simple guy.
Okay, alrighty. And we'll end up. How long ago was it that you decided about going to a foreign country?
This was 2019, about 6 years ago. Yeah, when we first came to do a tour with you, and that was about 6 years ago.
Okay, and out of all the places, did you visit any other countries before here?
Visited many countries, not necessarily for the purpose of relocating, but I've been to many countries, and by the time the discussion of relocating came up, it wound up being here.
Okay, and what made you choose Cabrera over some of the other parts of the country that you visited?
Well, it's a nice, quiet, easygoing town. It's not so busy like the major cities, the capital, or it's not a whole lot of actions, and I like it quiet like that. So, we're up in the hills, and it's good. It's nice and quiet.
Okay, sounds pretty good to me. That's one of the reasons I live here anyway. And have you ever lived in another country other than the States before, prior to this, or no?
No, just the States.
Just the States? All right. Once relocated here and you made your decision, how did you find the relocation, the process of, handling all the intricate things, moving, bringing things, customs, and just in general and all that? And just speak into the mic there, it'll be great.
In general, it was pretty smooth. Nothing's perfect. Nothing goes without a hiccup or two. But mainly on the United States side was a little bit of friction with banking. Moving money is more and more an issue. So you got to get creative on moving funds to fund your project. But here, if you're in good hands, if you have a good lawyer, if you have a good person helping you around, this guy, that goes pretty smooth. So that was, it was not unpleasant. So, yeah.
Was it any of the things you saw in your home country that inspired you a little bit more to move to a foreign country? Because you're getting ready to retire, I know that. And is there anything in terms of your home country that even boosted your thoughts about moving to a different country for retirement?
Well, there's a nice size list, but let's just say that I would just say that this is the best. This is the best option for us to come out here. So there's a lot of motivation to leave the States and come here for me, but I don't know. I don't want to, lack of a better word, shit on where I'm from.
No, I appreciate that. No, I love it. No, it's very lackadaisical in my interviews. It's a stress-free environment. But you just found that there's better options in other places, a simpler life maybe. Maybe the old U.S. dollar goes a little further.
Yeah, for sure. It goes a little further. Nothing's cheap. A lot of people say things are cheap, cheap here, but it's not cheap, but your money goes further. Yeah.
When you, because I know you have children and you have family, when you made your decision to relocate to a different country, did you get any negative or positive flack, or how did family and close friends take that?
It was like amazement. It was positive. You're like, wow, It wasn't. I hear people talk about, well, what are you going to do about the kids and the this and the that? And we won't see you. Well, you want to see me? You know where we're at.
I got you. I got you. Hey, Rob, once you relocated, and again, we're using, if the sound isn't the quality that you're used to, I apologize, but we had a splitter cable problem, so Rob's being forced to talk into the microphone, and I'm forced to raise my voice, which for me ain't really a problem, those of you that know me. But anyway, continuing, once you relocated, Rob, was it difficult to become part of the community you settled in, or was it welcoming, or describe what it felt like being somebody new landing here?
It was very welcoming to in the community. The community that we live in, the people are very nice and very helpful. They actually took us into their homes. Like these are people that have already went through the process of relocating. Took us into their homes and told us the do's and the don'ts and the who's and the who nots, and that was very relieving and beneficial. So, and all this was actually crafted by you, because you put this community together, so that was a really good benefit. So that was very easy.
Oh, I appreciate that. As a matter of fact, Leanne and I were just checking, just a little bit of sidetrack here for 1 second. We don't only recommend Dominican Republic, but we do live here, so we know it better. But I do have sources from different parts of the world, and actually we recently celebrated our 100th family that we relocated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so that makes me feel really good inside, I'll tell you that. How did you find, I know you're a lot better now, and I applaud you on that, because a lot of people don't take the effort, or make the effort is a better way to say it. How important do you feel mastering the language is for a person who's going to live here?
Yeah, I think it's pretty important. If you would feel more comfortable in your day-to-day things around the locals. So why not make an effort to learn the language? So I think that's very important. I think the people will look at you in a different light, that you're trying to blend in, you're trying to fit in, you're trying to belong, instead of being an outsider and just staying in your little box, with your money, and you don't only interact with us when you need something, kind of thing. So I think the people appreciate that you try to learn the language.
Okay. No, because tu español es muy largo. It's come a long way, buddy. I do notice that when you're talking to the people, trying to get your point across. I notice you have less trouble, and communication is better. If, and butter, big words with a few letters, right? Hey, how about safety? You and your better half there feel pretty safe? And try again talking to the mic area, because I know we're kind of toughing it out.
Safety, I shake my head when people ask me, well, is it safe? Is it safe? This could be a long answer, but
take your time, Bo.
Yes, safety, it's very safe here. I think that's like a silly question coming from anybody that lives in the United States. That's kind of silly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sums it up. I mean, that sums up a lot of words in one sentence when you actually think about it.
Yeah.
But how would you rate the accessibility of finding what you need, your day-to-day stuff, your hardware, food supplies? And I know there's 2 big new grocery chains that just opened up, and have you also had a chance to visit them? So describe your experience on obtaining what you need for day-to-day life.
It can sometimes be challenging, but for the most part, you have access to everything you need. Sometimes it might take a little bit more effort, because back in the States you can just go either Amazon or go to a big box or Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever, big market, and get anything you need. But here it could be a little more challenging, but you can get anything you need here.
Have you learned to kind of look at the attitude that it's the hunt that's the fun of it, when you're not pressed for work and you've got more time, and actually the hunt is what makes it kind of fun in a way?
Yeah, well, when you take when the shackles are off, like you start to discover different ways of doing things and enjoying, like you say, the hunt. It's just like enjoying a different way of doing things. We're so used to having shackles on and blinders on that we just do things only one way, and that's the only way that it can be done.
Tell me what, Rob, about your stress level. You find it's about the same, or you find it's reduced when you're here compared to back in the States, or?
It's very, very much reduced.
Very much.
Very much reduced.
Okay, okay. Tell us a little bit what makes Rob's day active. What do you do? I know I never get to see him. I'm going to bust his ass on this one because I get feelings he don't even like me at times. He's here for 3 weeks, and if I can, we love cigars, okay? Rob and I we love our cigars, man, and we try to figure out how we're going to save the world, but we're not doing a real good job of it right now. But Rob, all kidding aside, what is it that you find that makes your day an active day?
So I call this thing, what I do, I call it actively doing nothing. And I don't mean it as a joke. I really do nothing with purpose. That's not all I do, but I do a lot of it, and it just feels so good. I can sit and watch the dogs play and look at the ocean on one side and I'm bragging now, look at the jungle on the other side and tinker around in the garage and mess around in the yard and just actively do nothing.
Another sidebar here. I'm just going to tell it like I always do, straight to someone's face. You're a perfect candidate for a place like this because there's everything and nothing for you. And you know how to just be at peace, kind of looking at your ocean view from where you live, and you can do that for half the day and just really feel good about it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing because there's a lot of people that could, and again, there is no place that's right for everybody. And I know a lot of people that I meet also that come from big city lifestyles and they need time to slow down. Initially when they get here, it's like, oh, these trees are beautiful, the ocean's beautiful, where's the mall? But 6 months later, there's such a remarkable change about realizing like, well, I was in a hurry to go nowhere, basically, is what they're feeling.
Yeah.
Did you begin your immigration process yet?
Not yet. Kind of like a procrastination kind of issue, but haven't done that yet, and we will be going through the immigration progress at some point.
Do you think you'll be doing it yourself, or would you want to be doing it through an attorney, or how do you think you'll handle it?
We'll probably do it through an attorney. I'm hearing it's getting more and more simple to do it yourself. But why not find a good professional to?
Okay. Well, we can help you with renewals if you want. Leanne's got that dialed down to a science. She just finished ours, and we're good now for 5 years. We don't have to get renewed for 5 years, which is wonderful. I guess this is an easy one for you, but in terms, your quality of life versus what you have and back in your home country, you find it's, for the person that's looking to slow it down and yet appreciate life, you find it's a higher quality of life here? Or?
Oh, absolutely. I guess that question is relative, but for me, I don't know how helpful I am in this interview because I like the simple stuff, man.
Well, that's why Cabrera suits you, though.
So I like zero quality of life, back in the States. Quality of life. I mean, I'm not in bad shape in the States, but just quality of life, just to be able to appreciate small things. It's not there. Here, it's exponentially larger.
If you had to start over again, is there anything that you would have maybe done different now that you have experience?
Yeah, I probably would have spent more time during the building process, the home building process, and I would have studied Spanish even harder. But that's about it. I think that's about it.
On an overall, though, heading in that direction, were you satisfied with the outcome of your building?
Oh yeah, overall very satisfied. You know, so I mean, nothing goes without a hitch. Nothing's perfect. There's always contractor issues in any building process anywhere in the world. From what I understand, this is my first building, first constructing of a home from the ground up. But from what I understand, there's always contractor issues. But overall, very happy with the process.
So I guess this is an obvious one, but knowing what you know now, if you had to do it all over again, would you have?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say your contentment is in the little town of Cabrera?
Well, almost a 10.
Oh,
Almost a 10 because, yeah,
that's pretty good.
you don't want to just go around giving out 10s willy-nilly, so.
No, I know Rob. Rob is a person that has a means of quality to his life, and for a 10, trust me, that's pretty impressive. Mm-hmm. But again, if you want quietness and if you want peace and you want safety, where you can go into the town at night and not worry about being bothered, Cabrera's a great life. But 2 more questions. What do you think makes Cabrera different than so many of the other places here, like Las Terrenas or, Sosua or Cabrera, those type of, and they're all good, but for different reasons.
Well, I can say, I've been to Santiago, and I've been to the capital, Santo Domingo, I've been to Punta Cana, I've been to Las Terrenas, I've been to Sosua, did I say Sosua? I've been to Puerto Plata. It just has a certain kind of charm. Cabrera. It just has a certain kind of charm. It has just the right amount of tranquility for me, and it's just not so busy. People are, in general, the people are more laid back and not uptight. But that's in general around the country. But Cabrera it has a special kind of charm.
I agree. For us, it's going on 18 years, and while it's been built up, let's be honest.
Yeah.
When we first came here, 3/4 of the houses were palm wood. It's changed, but it's maintained its tranquility. And locals and foreigners, even though they're different in their ways, they do get along. It's not like an oil and water situation.
Right.
And that to me is important. And for those of you that don't want to get surrounded by tourists, everybody on a parting note asks me this question: well, why isn't Cabrera doing that? Cabrera is a cliff town, and I've mentioned that to you.
Right. Yeah.
And Sandals and the Hyatt and the Hard Rock Cafe, they're looking for, go out our front door and you got sand in your sandals, you got sand in your shoes, and we can't offer that. Even though there's 8 wonderful beaches with a 5 or 10 minute drive, and they're not crowded, they're gorgeous. But the point is, being a cliff town, it's always going to be a residential town. Rob, last question here, buddy. On a parting note, is there anything you might be able to suggest to others currently contemplating such a big move like this? And it doesn't have to be to the DR, but to a foreign country. Is there any suggestions from your experience that you might be able to offer?
Sure. Well, life is short, and I think you should take a hard look at if what you're doing currently in your life is what you want to do for the rest of your life. And if it's not, then make a move. Bust a move.
Well, Rob, I want to thank you for your time. I know you're pressed today because you're departing real soon, and we'll get this up and running and start going on to the other good folks that are willing to share their experiences. And from Leanne and me, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it, and I appreciate the friendship.
You're welcome. This guy is great. This guy is great. That's all I got to say.
Well,
this is the guy you
anyway,
want to see.
it's old Barry from DR, and we'll talk to you again.